she really does it all, from points to assists to rebounds. She's a very active player.
All right, we're off. Opening tap. Won by Virginia. Clark, the first shot of the game. Comes up empty. Williams with the rebound in front to Cavinder. Rogers in the starting lineup and is fouled behind the three-point line.
And that's her spot, and she is not shy to knock down and take those threes in transition. You know, sometimes you may think that that's a quick shot or that's not the shot we want in the offense, but that is her game, and that is why coaches will live with it, because she can shoot it from a very high percentage.
Rogers to the free throw line. 73%. Hurricanes as a team, very good free throw shooting team. One of their keys. 12th in the nation in free throw shooting.
Yep, second in the ACC.
Rogers good in the first two. Rogers 23 points earlier this year against Syracuse. And that one, the basket burps it out.
Both teams, Joe, shoot it really well from the free throw, so neither team should want to put the other on the free throw line, because those are just going to be easy points.
McGee fires a three that's off target. Rogers for Hannah Cavinder. Over to Haley Cavinder. Williams with a nice drop step, and it won't go.
Really nice footwork. Just missed the chippy.
Johnson inside, and that's two for Virginia. Noyon with two. Came in averaging 4.9 points a game.
Really
Virginia
good
has
hands.
size, and she has good hands, but they have a bit of a size advantage.
Absolutely. I was looking at them warm up, and like at least 4 or 5 of them has to be over 6'2".
Louderback with the rebound in that starting lineup. Louderback is 6'7". Here's Cavinder racing down the floor. Good pace. Cavinder with a beautiful move.
She just froze her defender, going straight at Louderback.
4-2. Haley Cavinder, 32 points in 37 minutes in the Hurricanes' win against SMU.
And not just 32, she was 6 for 9 from the three-point. I mean, she was unstoppable. SMU did not have an answer for Haley.
Williams hooks it up there, comes up short. Good traffic rebound by Johnson. Clark to the free throw line and below, tumbles out. Williams collects another rebound. Miami's on the move. Cavinder for three. Hannah Cavinder for three, and Miami leads at 7-2.
Miami getting out. Both teams really getting out and running right now, but Miami doing a little better job in finishing shots. Shot-making ability has shown up tonight.
Hannah Cavinder, 28% from three-point range coming in. There's a three ball straight on. Lauterbach hits a three in the starting lineup, a graduate student.
Oh my gosh, when you can have a 6'7" center stretch your defense and knock down a three-point ball, I think you're doing pretty well offensively.
She's now 3 for 8 on three-pointers. Rogers on the right wing. Williams below the free throw line at the ACC logo. Gonna be a foul inside on Miami. Here's the Louderback three.
She had all the time in the world, just knocked it down. Lattimore check in.
Former University of Miami player.
Yeah. I don't know if we can call it homecoming. She's playing really well right now for Virginia, averaging almost a double-double, about 13 and 9.
Lattimore played in this game a year ago, except she played for Miami. So last year in this game, she scored 10 points and had 9 rebounds against Virginia.
Okay. So what do you think she's going to do today?
Well, I think Miami's plan would be not to allow her to score 10 points and have 9 rebounds.
Not to let her get her average. But she makes this Virginia team really athletic.
And a Cavinder to Roberts. Has that shot blocked by Lauterbach.
Lattimore making herself known already with an early block on Roberts. She said, we're not teammates anymore.
Cavinder open. That one curls out. A 7-5 game. McGee for Johnson. Clark down the lane and lost her dribble, gets it back. Johnson left of the key with a hook pass. Three-pointer, Virginia has the lead.
That's a tough corner three. Little jab, see what the defense is going to do.
Clark is a New York guard from the Bronx, playing in her 70th game. Hits only her 7th three of the year. Came in at 16%. Marshall tries to go backdoor through a thicket of defenders. It's taken away by Virginia. Lauterbach again for three. On another one.
Oh, Miami's going to have to get out to Lauterbach. She is here. She hasn't taken many threes throughout the season, but in Miami, she is here.
Making her 9th story of the game. Taylor Lauterbach has led Virginia on a 9-0 run. She is the headline maker right now. Transfer from Kansas State, from Appleton, Wisconsin. Cavinder at the elbow, and that's good. Never been to Appleton, Wisconsin? Probably not.
I have never been there.
I've been left there once. I got left there. It's either Jimmy Johnson. It's
That
the
is
airport
really
near
random.
Green Bay. I missed the plane, left me there. Appleton, Wisconsin.
Wow.
Corner three on the way, no good. Rebounded up and in by Lattimore.
And that is going to be a tall ask for Miami. Getting physical, making sure that they protect the boards.
Marshall in the game for Miami. That's good to see. Out injured for a couple of games. Rogers, nice ball fake. And a whistle against Miami. Pick up on Marshall for a moment. Without her in the lineup, Miami really, that was a big missing part for the Miami team.
Yes, Miami had a stretch where they've been dealing with various injuries and illnesses. And so I know that they're very happy to have Marshall back as she extends the defense. She shoots it pretty well from the three. And she provides that leadership that is definitely needed.
Lauterbach on the left wing. Lattimore. Now McGee. Clark. Lauterbach's feeling the hot hand. Lattimore grabs the rebound and comes up short. It ricochets out, and it's picked up by Adams. Beautiful pass and a nice finish by Cameron Williams.
I think Williams thought that Lauterbach was a little closer. She had a little pump fake. But that is the advantage that Miami is going to have. And when Miami gets out and runs in transition, Miami's a really good basketball team. And right now, I think that they have the advantage with who's on this court to beat Virginia down the court.
Here's the last bucket by the Canes.
Yeah, just really simple transition bucket.
Ellie Cavinder comes in leading the team not only in scoring but assists as well. That's her 93rd.
And rebounds.
And rebounds. When you get a guard that rebounds like that,
yeah,
that's a real bonus, right?
Absolutely.
Bonus, rebounding as Johnson fires. Oh, that's a nice shot. Rebounding sometimes is will and want to.
It's all effort. That's how I see it. I feel like rebounding is all effort. It's effort to secure the position. It's effort to secure the rebound and just the fight.
Amora Johnson with that three, averaging 18 points a game. Noyon, that's long. Williams collects the carom. Cavinder through a thicket of defenders. Last step going to be out on Miami. I think she tried to shovel that one off to Marshall.
The good thing is Miami is out and running. You know, look, just clean up a couple of little things in the fast break. And playing with each other in that chemistry.
Always good to run, but sometimes you can't run at all costs, right?
That's right.
Knowing you're on fire is no good. Rebounded inside by Virginia, up and in. Hurd averaging 9 points a game.
Third offensive rebound. The fourth offensive rebound in this quarter.
Hurd's a former four-star player coming out of high school from Waynesville, Missouri. Backdoor, Haley Cavinder lays it up and in.
Every time Miami needs an answer, Haley Cavinder is right there. Miami has brought in their reinforcement, and Adams, she is such a spark off the bench. Very strong defensively.
Hurd gets down low and scores again.
It's a height disadvantage down there. You know, Hurd is going to take advantage of a Cavinder guarding her.
Hurd was in double figures for Virginia in her first 7 games. Adams against a double team. Hannah Cavinder for 3, it tumbles off. Adams does a good job following the shot. Out to Haley Cavinder.
You don't get more open than that.
Marshall is short, Hurd with the rebound. This game has got some pace to it.
Absolutely.
Clark scores for Virginia.
Johnson and Clark plays really well with each other. Neither one are super ball dominant, but they like to move the ball and get out, and they're moving the ball really well.
22-13, coming up on 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Haley Cavinder to Hannah Cavinder. Hannah moves to her right side. Adams for 3. Or rather, yeah, Adams no good. There's a tussle for it, a loose ball, and it's going to go to Virginia.
I think it might be Kane's basketball. There might be a little
You're gonna
mix-up.
Oh, wait a minute, because one referee said.
Well, scores table said Miami.
Yeah,
The referee said Virginia.
Okay, well, you were on that.
Yeah.
Now they're going to have a little discussion underneath the basket.
He's going to say something is wrong. I'm not sure.
Okay, so they give the ball to Miami, and Adams will inbound. All right.
Miami is just missing one piece. They're one key piece away of this team being a really elite team, a few pieces away.
Adams will inbound in a fast-moving first quarter. Williams hooks it up there, and it curls out. Yeah, boy, for Miami, that time the basket was unkind.
And, you know, Williams is shooting over 50% from the field, and those are not shots she typically misses.
Clark misses on a 3. Cavinder racing the other way. Has some momentum, full head of steam. Beautiful pass for Hilton. Too strong. Rebounded by Lattimore. And now Clark with 12 seconds to go. Virginia shooting 42% here in the first quarter. Lattimore for 3, and good.
As time expires, lead for Virginia.
Cavaliers with a shower of 3s so far. Miami's 1 for 6. Cavaliers have made 5 in the first quarter. Now they just threw the ball almost away. Johnson runs it down. Cavinder tries to poke it free. Shot clock is winding down. Miami ball.
Miami's going to have to find their scores. They're going to have to set good screens, find their open shooters, and really execute to get them into the swing of things in this game. And defensively, they have to lock in more to what Virginia is doing.
Roberts moves it left to Cavinder. Hannah Cavinder. Hurd hit the deck. There's Haley on a drive and floating, and it won't go.
That's a rare miss that close to the basket for Haley.
Johnson over Cavinder. I think that was a shot.
I think it got tipped.
Maybe it did. Lattimore drives in and scores.
That's just too easy. Lattimore is too good of a player to give her straight line drive to the basket.
7 for Lattimore. Last year, she had 14. That was her season high for Miami against Florida State. Williams in traffic, trying to pivot. Roberts off target. Cavaliers have built a 27-13 lead on the road.
Miami looking for a unit that can gel together right now and give them some points.
Lattimore again, that one won't go. But Virginia gets the offensive rebound and they miss on the second bite of the cherry. Cavinder takes it away for Miami. Haley Cavinder on the move. Hannah Cavinder. Hannah had 8 assists against SMU. And a 3-ball is good from the right side for Miami.
Lamaya Hilton can really knock down that shot. That is a shot that she is comfortable taking and that she can make.
Hilton played well against Clemson for Miami, so perhaps some carryover. Off the high glass. Valente Paya scores. They're getting everybody involved here. 13-point lead for Virginia. Roberts gets open and again off target, backboard and rim. Johnson wants to run for Virginia. Trailing in her wake, a 3-ball, no good by Hurd. Hilton. Off target. Saved by Virginia. Valente Paya has it.
Miami having a little bit of difficulty getting their offensive sets together and getting some good quality shots. And credit to Virginia, they're very active defensively, playing the passing lanes, only allowing one shot and done. And I think it has rattled this Hurricanes team right now. Miami could put together a few stops in a late second quarter run. It'll give them the momentum going into halftime.
Multiple stops can always get you back in a basketball game, right? Kills.
As long as you can score on the other end.
Yeah, that's true. Baseline drive and flow, no good. Roberts scoops up the loose ball. Oh, that's a beautiful play.
Fearless
Boy, oh
Adams.
boy. Rogers hit the gas on that one.
I didn't know Adams had that in her tank.
Or to make that Adams. Well, she went from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat. She plays so hard, gives such great effort. Puts her heart and soul into University of Miami basketball.
You can tell she's very passionate about this game. And she takes defense in her role very, very seriously.
Lattimore with 2 more.
Lattimore's having her a night tonight. Her average is 13. She already has 9.
Adams on the wing.
5 seconds.
Tough to shoot over Louderback for Adams.
You know?
Adams trying to sneak up for the steal.
She's only 6'7".
Clark in and out. Rogers the rebound. Hannah Cavinder. Marshall tees up a 3-ball. That one's over the top of the backboard. Hurricanes right now are shooting blanks. Miami is 7 for 24 and 2 for 9 from three-point range.
Miami in a bit of a drought right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some change up in the lineup to see if we can get, if Miami can get some continuity or something going for them. I still think Miami's best game.
Oh, Lattimore another 3.
Wow.
I'm going to call it a 2.
And she is feeling it. Miami is going to have to guard her all over the court. She is off the bench, their leading scorer right now.
11 points.
But as I was saying, Miami's going to have to go to what works well for them. Getting out in transition, defense becoming their offense, and getting the ball inside. Playing that inside-out game works really, really well for Miami.
Long rebound, and Marshall is fouled by Louderback. Lattimore having herself a night here, the headline maker. Her last game as a Hurricane, she scored 12 points against Carolina. Now against her former team. Got the hot hand, 11 points, and Virginia the lead. Four turnovers, trying to keep that under 14. And Coach Culp does want their three-point shooting to improve, and that's, there you go, right on cue. I told you that's something in my bag.
For the listeners, Joe has a Louis bag, and he is just pulling out all types of statistics and things that are happening right before our eyes.
So I was going to say, Coach Culp looking for Miami's three-point shooting to improve. They're only 3 for 10 tonight. So one way you improve your three-point shooting is find your best 3 players, right?
Absolutely, but we know how quickly Miami can heat it up. So, you know, Miami has shot makers on the team and shooters that can shoot from different places on the court, like this one right here.
And all of a sudden, Haley Cavinder, she's creeping up on the headlines here.
Absolutely, 12 points. It's just the second quarter. We know she had a 32-point game against SMU, and we know how efficient she can get from the three-point line.
Louderback has it again. Shot clock at 12. And that'll be a turnover. We have Coach Mox of Virginia right in front of us. And it's not happy about that turnover. But the other thing she's probably not happy about is Haley Cavinder catching the basketball. That is the cat and mouse game that's going to happen here tonight, right? Because Miami wants to get the ball to Haley Cavinder, and everybody that she plays against is going to say, no, we're not going to let you catch the ball.
Absolutely. I thought that the keys of the players to watch would be Cavinder and Johnson, but it looks like it's going to be Cavinder and Lattimore. And you know, Lattimore kind of has a little bit of an advantage. She's used to these rims. She's had a lot of practice on these rims, so her shots are falling more than her teammates.
Marshall scores. That's 8 straight to Miami. And Virginia wants to get the music stopped here at the... Final 2 minutes of the first half. Miami and Virginia, a good one here at the Wasco Center, 33-26. The action's been so fast up and down the floor. We've got all kinds of celebrities in the building tonight. I don't know if we'll ever get a chance to see them because these teams are going up and down at a quick pace. But if you want to see the celebrities and be a part of the action, the Wasco Center, this is the place to be.
It is the place to be. What other college campus has unrivaled down the street? And so we have players and staff members right here at the Wasco Center from down the street.
Oh, Cavinder, Hannah Cavinder. A scoop to the hoop on the run.
Just slid right past Lattimore. But back to my point, what an amazing university to be able to play for. You can go down the street and see some of the best players in the world in the 3-on-3 tournament.
It was a 10-0 run by Miami that was ended by Hurd. Hannah Cavinder for three. Rebounded by Virginia. Now Lattimore has it. How would you do in that 3-on-3 basketball? I think you'd be really good.
It's very physical and very fast-paced, and I love it.
See, there
And
you go.
I
Right
love
in your
it.
wheelhouse.
I love the physicality of that. It is so good for women's basketball. Miami is so lucky to have it right here in their backyard. I mean, such a great experience for the young ladies.
There's Hannah Cavinder. A couple of weeks ago, had a high of 12 points. Haley gets into the lane, a sneaky move and scores.
Okay, footwork.
Well, that doesn't happen by accident. I watched her out here on the floor 2 hours before the game, working on her game tonight.
You know, Haley has the footwork of a post player. Like, she can really get down there and be crafty, and she has to be, right? Because she's a little undersized, but it doesn't stop her abilities for anything.
They both work really hard. Intercepting in the paint. Rogers across the timeline. It's good. If it goes, then it's well off target. But we got a nice game here. 35-30. Emphasis on protecting the ball.
Absolutely. And Miami has 11 fast break points, so that just goes to tell you, like, when Miami get out and run, they do really well.
Virginia starts the third quarter going inside. Noyon scores. Noyon with 4 points in the game.
Probably the easiest bucket she's going to have tonight.
Hannah Cavinder turns that one over. An unfortunate turnover. Johnson has it taken away. Well, now Haley on the other end. Oh, nice shot fake and scores. Waiting for the flyby. And two more for Haley Cavinder.
Oh, we knew it was going up some type of way.
Clark gets inside.
Nice, sleeky, shifty move from Clark. Slid laterally, right past the defender. When we talk about the series, Miami is up one on the series, so Virginia looking to tie that up tonight.
24th meeting. Williams rolls to the basket and puts it up and in. I think there was a defensive breakdown there for Virginia. 39-34, Clark, triple try. Comes up short and gets her own rebound and a foul on Haley Cavinder.
Early subs for Lauterbach. And Adams starting the second half for Miami. Needing that defensive intensity to slow down Johnson and company just a little bit.
Lattimore with a nice spin move to the basket.
Lattimore proving to be a little much for Miami tonight.
13 for the former Hurricane.
She's at her average.
Hannah Cavinder off a curl straight on. No good. Make that Haley Cavinder. Did I say Hannah? The telepathic twins got me mixed up. That's an air ball. Adams wants to run. Rogers sends up a three, too strong. Adams goes in for the rebound. The other way goes Virginia with Hurd. Adams hustling down the floor.
Look at that
and
effort.
Pokes it from behind.
Amazing effort. And this is why you have to have Adams on the court. She just doesn't give up. Just really relentless on the play. Just getting that little bitty backspin tap just to stop the play.
Might have to be careful on who she just crashed into. Crashed into the Miami quarterback, Carson Beck.
But what a great thing for the program, though, to have different sports coming to support women's basketball.
Lattimore spins inside, gets fouled by Jasmyne Roberts.
Roberts with a slow start to this game, but we know how much of an impactful player she has been and what she can do.
Oh, Jasmyne Roberts can be a flamethrower.
Absolutely. Used to call it fourth quarter jazz.
Lattimore is 66%. With Charity Stripers, that one's good. She's had 3 20-point games. Her best game at the University of Miami was 25 points against Boston University. Before Miami, she played for Texas.
Yeah, she's had 8 double-doubles this season.
Here comes Johnson the other way, racing down the floor, into the lane, and draws a foul. Johnson trying to impact the game now, averaging 18 points a game, has just 3 so far.
I mean, her ability to get down the court in like less than 4 seconds, it forces you as a defender to sprint back every single possession. She is putting that pressure on the Miami defense.
Williams sits down, Marshall checks in. Johnson to the free throw line, shoots 86%. Second team All-ACC player a year ago, ACC All-Freshman team, and scored 35 points at Florida State a year ago. The lead back to 11 now, and Adams is fouled at midcourt.
The other guards are going to have to come up and help her break this pressure. She had 2 or 3 defenders on her. It's pretty hard to see the rest of your team when you're being swarmed.
And a Cavinder to jog against Johnson. Outside to Adams. Haley gets into the lane. Little wrestling match. Roberts for 3 and good. Someone might have mentioned she could be a flamethrower.
Inside-out basketball is what Miami needs to chip their way back into this game. They are their best when they are playing inside and out, and that is something that Coach Cullup has preached to her team.
Jasmyne Roberts, her 115th career game. Lattimore down the lane, poked out a play.
Look how Miami just shares the ball, knows where their shooters are, and that's one of the most high percentage three-pointers that you are going to get inside out.
Her 18th 3 of the season. Hilton comes in for the University of Miami.
Roberts to pick up her second. It's a tough matchup, height-wise, for Jasmyne. She has the heart, but the inches, can't do anything about the inches.
We got to fix the clock. We have a clock issue. All right,
Where else would you rather be?
right. For those of us that live here, we like to say, as Lattimore scores again, we live where you vacation.
That's right. And we probably don't even go to the tourist places anymore.
No. 47-37, a 10-point lead for Virginia. Marshall is fouled, rolling to the basket.
You know, Miami has not been to the free throw line much tonight, and so being aggressive, stopping the clock, having the ability to reset, and knocking down some free throws may give Miami the momentum they need.
Marshall had 6 points and 6 rebounds in her last game. The Notre Dame transfer missed a few games. 6 and 6 against SMU. Free throw is good. Very good free throw shooter at 87%.
All right, don't jinx her, Joe.
The announcer jinx. Oh, she made both free throws. Her 93rd career game. We've got an 8-point game in Coral Gables with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Johnson has it deflected away. Cavinder fighting for it and got it. Nice pass by Cavinder and a beautiful finish.
Miami putting on a little bit of run.
Haley Cavinder, the architect on that one, stealing the ball, going as fast as her feet would take her, and then Marshall, the finisher on the other end.
And, you know, she does all that and she doesn't sweat.
Yep.
I'm so jealous.
Cavinder, another steal, and a kick-ahead pass to Hilton. Hilton's layup is good to go.
Oh, Virginia's going to need a timeout.
Well, Haley Cavinder just lit the fuse for the University of Miami with defense.
Just all it takes is active hands.
And Hilton on the other end with the finish. And field goals, 3 rebounds.
2 steals.
2 steals, 6 assists. She's done everything but sell the popcorn here tonight.
She is definitely leaving it all out on the court tonight. Haley and Lattimore, the 2 to watch from tonight.
Oh, step back 3 out of the corner for Noyon.
And every time Miami has a little push, Virginia has an answer. Miami not able to get over the hump just yet.
Noyon came in 8 for 26 from 3-point range. Marshall travels, both Cavinders on the floor. They're in such excellent shape. They can go 36, 37 minutes. And the thing about the Cavinders, everybody knows they got a full plate, right? They're kind of busy, but they are disciplined and devoted to their craft of basketball.
And you have to respect that.
No, no question. They're the first 2 on the floor here this afternoon. Hannah Cavinder to Haley Cavinder. Underneath the basket, back out the same side. Hurd grabs the rebound for Virginia.
Oh, a little bit of a bloopers moment.
Yeah, Hurd lost her footing. We've got a 7-point game. Lattimore again. That's off the heel, no good.
Have to make sure to have a body on Lattimore. She can stretch the court. Definitely have to guard her at the 3. Lattimore having a great night against the Canes tonight. 17 points in the 3rd quarter. Career high is 25, something to watch out for.
Noyon's free throw is no good. Next one coming for the forward from Sweden. Her last outing, Noyon had 4 points, has 7 tonight.
Williams trying to get it in to Marshall. The high-low post action. Miami's defensive specialist back in Adams. Last game against SMU, she made a huge stop and just grilled.
Cavinder a long miss, and Lattimore grabs the rebound, her 5th of the game.
One a game. Yeah. You can count on Adams. 1 a game. Always having her body in great defensive position to sacrifice it. And she draws those charges really well.
Here's Cavinder, Hannah Cavinder for Haley. Adams, the spark plug. Williams, a nice dip around, comes off the iron. Cavinder open, off the heel. Valente Payo the rebound for Virginia.
They'll try to set something up.
Noyon misses from three-point range. And the foul's going to be on Hannah Cavinder.
I thought that was a pretty decent defensive possession from Miami. I'm not even mad at the box out. Miami in the bonus.
Hurd's first free throw is no good.
Now that's something that Miami has to be careful about, being in the bonus and understanding that every foul is going to come with 2 free throws. It's not like back in the day when we had 1-and-1. We had halves, and 1-and-1 when you get to 7.
Hurd 7 points from Waynesville, Missouri. Haley Cavinder, that was a tight handoff. Rogers sends up a 3 and sends it home.
Bang, bang. Six-point game. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third. And Lattimore ran into a brick wall.
At 2:06 to go, here's a question for you with Lattimore. She's playing very well at 17 points. 7 for 12. She's playing against her former team. Fourth quarter is going to be close. She might want to try to take the game over. Cavinder for 3, and that's good, which might be out of her wheelhouse.
Yeah, well, she's going to have some competition because Cavinder is breathing down her neck. Cavinder has 19 points. And she just scored another 3. And another charge.
Offensive foul. That one on Clark. We got a 3-point game in Coral Gables.
Just continuing to sacrifice her body. Defense is all effort, just like boxing out, just like rebounding. It's all effort.
Adams was the Gatorade Player of the Year 3 straight times. Coming out of high school, the number 10 point guard and the New Hampshire Player of the Year. Trying to be the defensive player of the game here tonight. Rogers in some trouble. Coach Cullup for Miami calls a timeout. Virginia's largest lead was 15. Miami's only lead was 7-2. Turn the ball over coming out of the timeout.
And that has to be really frustrating, yeah.
Oh, boy.
You call a timeout to save your possession.
Right. Clark glides into the lane and kicks out. 3 ball on the way and good, and that's just adds salt to the wound. Olivia McGee hits a 3. Her first points of the game. McGee from IMG Academy had 22 points at Wake Forest in her 53rd game. Her last game out, just 1 for 4 against Louisville. Hits a big 3 for Virginia. Cavinder for Williams against Lattimore. Tough to shoot over.
Miami's going to have to find scoring outside of Haley Cavinder, who is on the bench and checking back in because it's 36 seconds left. Who do you want to take your last shot? I'd say someone who has 19 points already in the game. And wide open.
Rogers, high, arcing 3, raises the front of the rim. Lattimore the rebound and then flashes a smile. We got 20, the shot clock and game clock's about a 2-second differential, maybe less than that. Johnson out front with Cavinder swiping at it. They dance left, Johnson is double teamed. McGee dribbles it off her foot. 4 seconds. Johnson. And it's good.
That's tough.
Right as the clock was expiring.
Action as she was a Cane last year, and she is not disappointing tonight.
Start the fourth quarter, Miami trails 57-49. Adams in the lane and out for Hannah Cavinder's 3-ball. The iron is unkind, and Williams is there to put it up and in.
And Williams has been quiet the entire night as far as the little chippies, but this gives her 11 and 8. Very loud points.
Clark open at the top of the circle. That's short. Marshall grabs the rebound for Miami. The Canes are on the move. Cavinder. Handy with another 3-ball, ringing the bell.
I call my own number, coach. You don't need a transition play. You just need Haley Cavinder.
21 for Haley Cavinder. Got a foul on Adams.
She only knows to go hard. Might have a casualty in there. It might be your face. That's what just happened. All for the love of the game.
Virginia 4-point leaders. McGee, no good, and Marshall down with a good rebound for Miami. And again, the Canes on the move. Adams. Oh, that pass, I think, was a bit
if Marshall
overcooked.
would have kept going, she had a wide open layup. Just a little miscommunication between Adams. Look at it, it's wide open right here. If she just kept going, and Marshall just stopped.
4-point lead. Virginia needs to execute on offense. Miami needs to hunker down on defense. Let's see who wins this tussle. McGee in the baseline. Cavinder, Haley Cavinder, the rebound. Got a blocking foul on Virginia. Haley Cavinder's 4th rebound. 21 points, 4 rebounds.
And she really has an all-around game. It's not a part of the game that she doesn't impact for this Miami Hurricanes team.
They send a 6'2" guard out on her. Williams hooks it up there for 2 more.
Nice patience for Miami to get exactly what they wanted out of that play.
3-ball straight on, no good. Cavinder the rebound. Miami can tie or take the lead. Haley Cavinder. Marshall for 3 and the lead. Got it!
Big time shot.
Timeout Virginia. Marshall with a 3 and Miami has the lead on her 20th 3-pointer of the season.
Wow. And you know, there was a bit of contact there.
Miami by 1. Their last lead was 7-2. Got ourselves an adrenaline-filled adventure ride here in the 4th quarter at the Wasco Center. A couple things working for Miami. Marshall has caught fire, put Miami in front for the first time since the 1st quarter. They sorely missed her while she was injured. Fast break points, Miami's killing Virginia on that, 17-2.
That is where Miami is his best. When Miami is getting out in transition and they're running.
Noyan misses, gets her own rebound. That one's in and out. Lattimore got it, and one more.
Big time bucket and rebound from Lattimore. Miami has to, especially with Marshall and Williams, they have to control the boards.
19 for Lattimore. Now, Virginia in their last 2 games, they've trailed by 17, only to come all the way back and work the game down to 1-possession games, coming up short. Tonight's like reverse osmosis. They had a 15-point lead, and Miami's come all the way back.
Miami is showing its toughness and its grit and its unwillingness to give up in this game. Only a couple of possessions from getting it right. But Virginia has been really good with Lattimore, 20-7 right now in the 4th quarter.
7 minutes to go in a 2-point game. Haley Cavinder with 4 to shoot. Better Hurd with 2. Inside for Williams. Can she beat the clock?
And did.
Count it.
And did. Williams with a double-double, 11 rebounds and 12 points. She has made her presence known. She had a little bit of a slow start.
13th double-digit game. Virginia back up by 2.
Hurd a little just too much size for the Cavinder.
And a Cavinder for Williams. Marshall flashing open and got a kick ball.
Well, Miami gets it again. The baseline. Let's see if they can execute a play.
Adams, right wing 3 is off target. Marshall a tussle for the make that. Williams batting for the rebound.
And her effort help keep the possession with the Canes.
Hannah Cavinder from the corner. Off target. Rebounded by Johnson of Virginia. Johnson a stop and go move. Shouted by Adams. That's a good duel right there. Noyan back to Johnson. Johnson's a homegrown player from Charlottesville.
Johnson's been quiet tonight on the points, but she has been on the boards with 10.
Johnson also has 9 20-point games, and that one, that's a shot clock violation, so excellent defense by Miami.
Adams has had her hands full with Johnson, and she's done a great job holding her below her average.
5.5 to go. Virginia by 2. Oh, everybody in the arena just groaned.
I think we all knew where it was going.
Everybody groaned. Almone will come on. 62-60, 5:26 to go. Miami has 2 timeouts remaining. Virginia has 1. Miami 2 fouls. Virginia 1. So that's the situation, and here we are. Clock is going. Under 5.5 to play. Hurd on the wing. They're going to call Marshall for the foul.
Marshall seems to think it was all ball. We'll get another look at it. Nice drive to the basket by Hurd. There's a lot of ball.
Looks like Marshall would have a good argument.
Oh, contact. It's on the ground.
We have a contact lens timeout. You know how you find contacts on the ground?
I think you would have to get ground level.
With a flashlight.
Oh. I don't know.
Like
maybe,
the light on your phone.
Yeah, maybe someone have to take out the light. At this point, get another contact.
The previous play is under review for an potential unobserved foul.
A potential unobserved foul.
Well, that's different.
I don't think I've heard that one yet. That's new.
I'm not sure what unobserved foul is.
I mean, I thought the officials observed. I don't know. Let's look at it.
But they are the observers.
A different foul, maybe?
No.
There's only 2 people
Maybe.
there.
Might have been Hannah Cavinder kind of pokes, reaches in there a little bit.
Oh, no.
Had her on the left elbow. But I think Marshall got all ball.
I think the follow-through maybe what hit her in the eye and got that contact.
Yeah, but the ball hit her, knocked her contact out, not Marshall.
I don't see
That's
an
my
upgrade.
observation.
I don't see an upgrade. The call could have went either way. And so I'm interested to see what the official review is about. But we have a 2-point game.
You have a 2-point game and a very spirited discussion by the observers. That unobserved foul comes in second place to the Eagles Commanders game on Sunday.
There is no intentional foul on the play.
Okay.
2 free throws to Virginia.
Common foul.
Common foul.
Is what was observed. The Commanders game, the referees, they reprimanded the Commanders for leaping over the line of scrimmage on the goal line.
I saw it. They kept doing it.
One more time, it'll be a touchdown.
But can you do that? Is that
Well,
like a
it's
rule
a rule,
in the
yeah.
NFL?
It is, yeah.
I've never seen a
deep in the
situation
rule
where
book.
they kept just
Jumping
diving
over.
over it. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I guess I'd be a little irritated too if I'm on the goal line. And,
They couldn't put the ball any closer.
but I thought if defense has the ball, you can still, it's a free play, no? Not if you just jump like that, though.
No,
huh?
no.
All right, here we
All
go.
right. Hurd to the free throw line. Double figures in her first 7 games. And double figures tonight with that free throw. 10 points. That one's short. And that rebound plucked out of the air by Williams. Cavinder, Haley Cavinder, threads her way to the ACC logo. 3-point game. 63-60. Cavaliers by 3. Shot clock approaching 5. Step around by Haley Cavinder and draws a foul.
That is not a foul that you would want to commit. You had
No.
Haley right where you wanted her, deep into the shot clock. Left hand.
But she did the do-si-do on her. Look at this, right? Here I am, oops. Haley Cavinder on the line and misses her first free throw.
I didn't even notice that Clark has a black eye.
Well, I thought that was coming into the game, but the coach is saying she got it during the game. Haley Cavinder makes 1 out of 2. It's 63-61 Virginia, 4:43 to go.
That's just how physical this game has been.
22 points for Haley Cavinder. And there goes Lattimore and banks it in.
Lattimore continuing on her terror at the Watsco Center.
22 for Lattimore. 65-61. Backdoor play. Oh, what a pass.
Absolutely. Miami's going to have to find scoring outside of Haley Cavinder.
Some would call that one excellent bingo. 65-63 Virginia. Noyan open for 3. Tussle for the rebound, got a foul underneath. How about this work from Williams?
You know, you really don't see big girls with the ability to pass the ball that way. That was very impressive. Threading the needle in between 2.
That was a tight needle to thread.
Yeah.
12 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists for Williams.
Now that takes Miami into the bonus. And now we have 2 shots. Now we have a totally different predicament here for Miami.
Third foul on Marshall.
Yeah, it's a little bit of acting on Lattimore's part, but it got her to the free throw line.
She's filling up the stat sheet tonight, 22 points, 9 out of 14.
3 from her career high.
She's coming off a 15-point game against Louisville, where she was 6 for 7 from the floor. Had a 24-point game against Virginia Tech. The first free throw is no good.
Miami really have to secure the ball after this free throw attempt.
1 out of 2 on the charity stripe. Cameron mentioned 25, her career high. That was here in Miami. 24 this season against Virginia Tech. Cavaliers by 3, and 3:33 on the clock. Roberts back in the game, and on the move. Roberts finds a seam, got it to go, and one more, a chance to tie the game.
Quiet all night, but Jasmyne Roberts is here. Didn't I call her fourth quarter Jasmyne
Yes, you did.
Roberts earlier? I think she heard me. This is your moment, Jasmine.
Miami's made 7 of their last 9 field goals. Roberts with a chance to tie. Miami, a very good free throw shooting team, top 25 in the country. We're tying at 66. Well, where would you rather be than at a game in South Florida that's tied at 66 with 3.5 minutes to go?
Oh, man, I love this game. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. Both teams a lot on the line tonight. Virginia trying to overcome their 3-game losing stint. Miami looking to build.
Williams is called for a foul. Coach Mock's been working the officials pretty well.
And now every free throw is 2, every foul is 2 shots.
So Hurd will go to the free throw line. 10 points, 4 rebounds. Nice night for Hurd. From Waynesville, Missouri. Had 18 points against American. Their high for rebounds this season, 12. 16 points against Georgia Tech. They're coming off a 4-point game against Louisville, so a nice rebound game tonight in terms of points. The free throw is good, and the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Oh, when you look at the rebounds, the numbers that are out there currently, everyone has over 4 rebounds.
Hurd is good on a pair of free throws. 2-point game here in Coral Gables. Marshall inside for Roberts. Roberts goes one way, comes back the other, no foul. Ball is loose on the floor.
Wow.
And a foul on Roberts.
And you hate that because that far away from the basket, you stop the clock. I mean, we could have went without it.
So 3:01 to go.
It has to be tough officiating when you don't know if how much contact is like tough contact and what's marginal, and you're looking at the expression on the face of the players.
Hurd makes the first free throw. It came in at 62% on the free throw line. But good on a pair of free throws. Hurd now 5 for 7. Virginia by 4. Roberts for 3, and good.
Oh, she's feeling it. She didn't even think about it. She just let it fly. And when Jasmyne Roberts plays loose like that, she can score a whole lot in a little short amount of time.
We might have ourselves quite a finish here. It might be last shot wins. Clark on the move. In the lane, dumps it off, and Lattimore, 2 more.
And
25.
she's at it. Yep, she's at her career high.
3-point lead for Virginia. Every time they take the lead, Miami answers. Every time Miami answers, Virginia punches back. Inside to Williams, goes one way, comes back the other. 2 more for Williams.
Hey, and here we go, Joe. 2 minutes to go, 1-point game. It's going to be down to the wire.
Down to the wire, tension in Coral Gables. Johnson, the Lattimore, open for 3. And misses. And Williams collects the rebound for Miami. And now the Canes have a chance to take the lead.
Miami needs a good possession right here. A good, solid possession.
Haley Cavinder with 22 points on 9 of 15 shooting. Marshall with 12 to shoot. Here comes Cavinder. Got a little bit of an opening. Pitches it out to Roberts, 7 to shoot. Roberts, nice crossover in the air, and good! Roberts is good.
Jasmyne
Miami has a
Roberts
1-point
has
lead.
entered the game. I don't know, she went deep into her closet for this.
11 points for Roberts. I'll tell you what. Here's Roberts, the replay.
If you're Trisha Cullop and the Miami Hurricanes, you are excited to see Jasmyne Roberts pull this out of her bag.
9 points for Roberts here down the stretch.
She's been solid. She's been solid.
The previous
throughout
plays
the
on
game.
review for possession out of bounds.
Edge of the seats here at the Wasco Center being worn out by the fans. They're on the edge of their seats. They're out of their seats. It's a good place to watch a college basketball game. They're going to review the possession. Right now, the situation is 64 seconds to go. 73-72 Miami. Oh, this is last touched by
Marshall.
Good luck.
Sure, I think. I don't think they'll have enough to overturn it. Maybe the color of your nails.
Virginia has 1 timeout remaining. Miami has 2.
Sebastian is fired up. The middle of the court.
The call on the floor is confirmed. Virginia basketball.
Who's going to be the finishers of this game, Joe?
Well, someone's going to be a hero. Virginia plays with Clark, Noyon, and Johnson, Hurd, and Lattimore. Miami plays with Roberts, Cavinder, Marshall, and Williams, and we've got 1 minute to go. Lattimore over to Noyon. 5 on the shot clock. Clark's going the wrong way, now lets it fly. Short, rebounded by Virginia. In traffic by Johnson. That's a big-time rebound.
By your point guard.
Johnson with a crossover. Finds a seam. And a foul on Marshall, I believe.
Hard
Oh, we're
ball.
going to call it on Williams.
That is her 4th.
Take another look at this one, Tamara. Agree or disagree? Johnson on the line with 7 points. 11 rebounds for Johnson tonight. Her free throw is good and we're tied. Miami has 2 timeouts remaining.
I'm
Johnson
sure.
shoots 86%.
Yeah, I'm sure Trisha will take a timeout once she makes this basket to advance the ball.
Cavaliers are up by 1, 74-73. Cavinder. Roberts has had the hot hand. She'll inbound. Inbound are always dangerous. And here we go. Hold on to your seats. Haley Cavinder against Johnson. To Williams. Has a step inside. Shot is blocked. Last touch by Virginia.
Big time block. Lattimore just came over from the weak side and got
Right.
a hand on it.
There was a time where I think Virginia has played her out front in the zone. Miami did that as well. She was tough to pass over, but she's tough to shoot over.
Absolutely.
25 seconds to go. Virginia by 1. Cavinder, Hannah inbounds to Haley. Jammed in the corner. 21 seconds to go. Inside to Williams. Shot is blocked again by Lattimore. Williams saves it. Marshall for 3. It's good! Marshall with a 3 from straight on with 9 seconds to go.
Cash it. Marshall said she's back. And this was what Miami missed. And that stretch of games that they really had a tough time. They really missed the ability to stretch the defense, have 4 out that can score. and she shoots it from such a high percentage.
And nerves are kicking in. Clark inbounds, Johnson goes right. 8 seconds to go. Johnson, Noyon. Gets it to Hurd.
Wow.
Oh, we got a foul. We got a foul inside on Hurd. An offensive foul with 2.9 seconds to go.
That might have sealed the deal.
Virginia does not have any timeouts remaining. Miami inbounds, Roberts is fouled along the baseline.
Tough break for Virginia.
0.5 of a second remaining. This place is jumping.
The players are cheering for the fans to get on their feet. This has been a hard-fought battle, down to the minute game.
Marshall right now becomes the hero of the night. Roberts with the free throw. Too strong, 0.5 of a second remaining. Miami punching back from the brink here tonight. Down 15 and a 3-point lead.
No timeouts, Love cannot extend it.
Off the backboard, ecstasy for Miami and desolation for Virginia. Lattimore has put in a whale of an effort